Egypt reopens Rafah border to evacuate 7,000 foreigners from Gaza. Before we dive in, please subscribe to the channel and stay always one step ahead to know all global important events happening around you. Give a thumbs up and share the video with your family and friends. Let's move on with the video. It was the second day that Egypt had opened the crossing to let people out of Gaza after a first on Wednesday, where 76 wounded Palestinians and 335 foreign passport holders had crossed. Cairo, Egypt will help evacuate about 7,000 foreigners and dual nationals from the war-ravaged Gaza Strip, the Foreign Ministry said, with the Health Ministry announcing hundreds of new arrivals were processed Thursday. The Health Ministry said 21 wounded Palestinians were brought out for treatment in Egyptian hospitals Thursday, and 344 foreign nationals, including 72 children, also passed through the Rafah border crossing. It was the second day that Egypt had opened the crossing to let people out of Gaza after a first on Wednesday. In a meeting with foreign diplomats, Assistant Foreign Minister Ismail Khairat said Egypt was preparing to facilitate the reception and evacuation of foreign citizens from Gaza through the Rafah crossing, a ministry statement said. Khairat said that involved about 7,000 people of more than 60 nationalities, but the statement offered no specific timeline. Ambulances carrying the injured have only trickled in, after an official on the Egyptian side of the crossing said 60 were expected to cross Thursday, in addition to 400 people holding foreign passports. The Egyptian official said a total of 361 foreigners and dual nationals escaped Gaza on Wednesday, revising an earlier figure of 335. He said 46 seriously wounded people were evacuated, along with 30 people accompanying them. US President Joe Biden said 74 American citizens were among Thursday's evacuees. Among the foreign and dual nationals who crossed on Wednesday were 31 Austrians, 4 Italians, 5 French nationals and some Germans and Americans, their government said. The health ministry in Gaza has said intense Israeli bombardment has killed more than 9,000 people, 2/3 of them women and children, since fighting erupted after the October 7th attacks that Israeli officials say left 1,400 people dead. The list of evacuees included dual nationals, foreign passport holders, and injured Palestinians. The International Committee of the Red Cross and non-governmental organizations were involved in the evacuation process, working tirelessly to get as many people out as possible. However, this was no easy feat. The opening of the crossing caused chaos as people pushed to be allowed through. And yet, despite the turmoil, by 3 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 76 wounded Palestinians and their companions, as well as 335 holders of foreign passports, had crossed into Egypt. The process was fraught with challenges, and the evacuation was expected to last for a limited time. But through the combined efforts of various organizations and the determination of the evacuees themselves, 7,000 foreigners were successfully removed from the war-torn region. In summary, the evacuation of 7,000 foreigners from Gaza amid the Israel and Hamas war was a monumental task, fraught with danger and uncertainty. The Rafah border crossing served as the primary exit point, with the International Committee of the Red Cross and various non-governmental organizations facilitating the process. Despite the challenges, the operation demonstrated the power of human resilience and the importance of international cooperation in times of crisis.